Hello, Watem here, welcome back to more Umineko When Seagulls Cry. Just before we continue, I will be going on a month-long hiatus after this part. So this will be the last part for a while. Until then... well, I'll repeat it at the end, but in any case, let's continue. There were a total of 5 wedges pierced Lana. Her expression didn't change in the slightest. However, her movements had indeed been limited.
Phew. さすが魔女は怖い。へりくつじゃ勝てに。ノックス10か条にも抵触しません。有効です。見事です、ベアトリーチェ。
Ah, right, but he'd already left the room before Natsui did.
この書斎が無人で密室だったとしても、それだけでお父様の存在を否定させるわけにはいきません。
波の相手ならこれで決まりと思うところだがな。だがあやつはドラノール、首席異端審問官。実戒を破った自分の父さえ切り伏せた冷酷女だ。金蔵、今のうち。
He was her father. Now that Delano had been pinned down, this was their last chance to recover their magical power and escape. Once again, pitch-black gate began to rise slowly in front of Beato and Kinzo. The gate had once been opened by simply drawing in the air. It wasn't so easy to study now, filled as it was with the power of denial.
いかがですか皆さん。この書斎のことをどう問おうとも、お父様のご健在を揺るがすことなどできないのです。
Well, you can question it. Whether you can prove it is another matter. You can question literally anything.
おやおっしゃいますね。
It's like how you can always discredit a paper by saying it didn't answer certain questions, and, well, whichever questions it didn't ask, because there's no way it can ask all the questions.
あなたも、そして私も。この戦いの一部であることを忘れない方がいいですよ。私に魔女と戦うことはできませんが、あなたと戦うことはできます。
Erica grinned at Natsui with a smile more demonic than her real demons. Gonna return to the real world?
夏木さん、
Uh-huh.
重ねてお伺いしますが、
What was it?
あなたは昨夜確かにこの部屋で後宮金蔵さんとお話ししたんですね。
Yes.
ええ。一日の報告とお休みのご挨拶をしておりましたと何度も言っております。
Now she's going to get her to say, in what manner did you speak to him? In person?
おかしなことを聞きますが、あなたの潔白を証明するための大切なことですので、はぐらかさずにお願いします。あなたの言う金蔵さんとは、私たちの認識する後宮金蔵さんですね。その名を持つ別の人物、別の存在ということはありませんね。
よくおっしゃる意味がわかりません。
つまりこういうことよ。お父様亡き後、この部屋自体をお父様と呼んでたりするなんてことはないのって聞いてるのよ。あんたはお父様にお休み前に一日の報告をしていたなんて言ってたわね。それはお父様という名の書斎で一日の報告を壁に向かってしていたという意味じゃないの？
What are these? The silliness of taking this from the witch world to game world.
無礼な。そんなことはありません。お父様はお父様です。健在でいらっしゃいます。そして確かに昨夜 私はここで報告とお休みの挨拶をさせていただきました。
But on the other hand, this world can't get the, it's certainly a closed dream, bed.
何のごまかしも言い逃れもありません。
なるほど。では私の言葉が復唱できますか？あなたが何のごまかしもまやかしもないというなら、私の言葉が復唱できるはずです。
いいでしょう。何でも復唱します。
復唱要求。後宮夏日は昨夜23時、この部屋で後宮金蔵と確かに同室して会話しました。
私、後宮夏日は昨夜23時、この部屋で後宮金蔵と確かに同室して会話しました。
グッド。では最後にお聞きします。
But this does then limit the witch world side of things.
まさか夏日さん、その後に金蔵さんを窓から放り出して自ら窓を閉めて施錠したなんてことはありませんよね。それでも筋が通っちゃいますので。
どうして私がお父様を窓から追い出さなくてはならないのですか？程があります。愚弄にも程があります。
金兄、謹んで申し上げ立てまつる。
But didn't say anything about Kinzo leaving through the window of his own will.
夏日の指す金蔵とは後宮金蔵以外のいかなるものも意味しないこと、謹んで申し上げる。
That feels like cheating.
金兄、謹んで申し上げ立てまつる。夏日は書斎にて23時に金蔵と対面したことを主張するものなり。
Now, the repeating after section, depending on how you define things, could be seen as performing the action of repeating a sentence rather than saying a lie. Potentially. She is quoting Erica rather than stating what she believes to be what she... Yeah, she's repeating Erica rather than intentionally spreading misinformation. Yeah, anyway. Natsui let out a cry, but it was too late. She had been totally suckered in by their provocation. Blue wedge to the foot representing a telephone discussion. Blue wedge to the neck representing the study itself being called Kinzo. The blue wedge to the gut representing Natsui herself being called Kinzo. Blue wedge to the thigh representing Natsui letting Kinzo escape out the window and locking it afterwards. The four of them were smashed up with a thin sound. Now, it could be possible that she did talk through a phone and is just claiming that she didn't. But we also know that's also not true. Because Natsui, the one who knew the truth, had denied them. Those denials had gained the power of a red truth. Despite Kinzo's absence in this closed room, Beato had introduced 5 ways that Kinzo could still exist. Natsui had carelessly crushed the premises behind 4 of those herself. Only 1 wedge remained. In other words, this was the last blue truth that could bury the contradiction of Kinzo existing in the study at 11, but not existing there later after it became a closed room. There's only the theory that pierced Lana's chest, Kinzo is hiding somewhere in this room. Excuse me? She never said anything about denying Kinzo leaving through the window by himself. Only that she didn't throw him out. Or chase him out. He went through willingly, that's perfectly fine. Please. With that theory, even if Kinzo wasn't present in this closed-room study, he could still exist there. If this wedge of Satan's were to be crushed, their chances of escaping this room would become hopelessly dim. Delano slowly grasped the final wedge, which still pierced her chest. Apparently, that vice-like grip was hurting Satan as though all the bones in her body were being broken.
残るくさびはこの一本だけです。この部屋のどこかに金蔵が隠れているというものでしたね。そのすべてを探偵である私が探しました。
And are you going to say in red?
それでも見つからないなら一体どこに隠れていると
With the final wedge still sticking out of her chest, Delano slowly approached Beato. This wedge was taken out, then...
お聞きします。一体金蔵がこの書斎のどこに隠れていると
Why would I reveal such information?
さーてな、ベッドの下かもしれぬぞ。
探索済みです。
バスタブの中かもしれぬ。
探索済みです。
クローゼットの中、
That one was checked.
机の下、カーテンの束の中。
探索済みです。済みです。済みです。
本棚の裏、戸棚の裏、絨毯の裏、床裏、天井裏、壁紙の裏、ソファーの中に椅子の中、ベッドの中に布団の中に壁の中、石の中、岩の中、部屋
Where's the
の
rock?
中。
Why is there just... what? A rock in the study? Okay.
済みです。済みです。済みです。済み済み済みですですです。済み済み済み済み済み済み済み済みですですですですですですですです。Die the death. Sentence to death. Great equalizer is the death.
What is this? What? I like the capitalization in this section here. Die the death. Yeah, I'm not sure if I read that last line. No locations would work against Delano by this point. Delano took Beato's final desperate onslaught head-on, turning everything back with a far stronger power of denial. Beat them up, knock them down with overwhelming force. No longer does any place exist in this study for Kinzo to escape to. Beato was blown back like a leaf dancing in the wind, knocked around over and over again like an empty can lying on a road. By now, no matter how many times Beato used the blue truth, he wouldn't be able to defeat Nano's red.
情けないもんですね、魔女なんて。無限の言い逃れで真実をごまかし続けるだけ。ドラノールの言葉を私も借ります。失望ですよ、ベアトリーチェさん。
But wait, you're not saying that in the Witch's World. Gonna have like the banners on the top and bottom. Erika coldly delivered those decisive words to Beato, who was crawling on the ground.
探偵権限。探偵は全ての現場を検証する権利を持つ。そして私は権利を行使しました。よって宣言します。この部屋に金蔵さんはいません。そして部屋の密室も完璧です。以上の2点から断言します。この部屋はずっと無人です。夏日さんが金蔵さんに昨晩ここで会ったと嘘をついていたのです。以上、これでチェックメイトです。ベアトリーチェさん。
Hardly makes it checkmate, for the same reason that it was hardly checkmate against you earlier. Merely a check.
いかがです？ただこの部屋が存在するだけでフルドエリカはこの程度の推理が可能です。
What?
いかがでしょうか皆様方。
At these words, the final wedge shattered. At the same time, the pitch-black gate that was about to open shattered once again. This time, the warp portal had been completely destroyed. No longer would Kinzo be permitted to exist in this room, or escape from it. Beato struggled to her feet. That was the best she could do. She no longer had the energy to fight. She had taken all the denying red head-on from close range. It took all of her strength just to withstand a pain so strong, felt like she'd vomit up all her insides. Even Beato, who had always aimed for the title of strongest and most evil witch, couldn't do a thing against a witch hunter. No matter how sturdy a sand castle you build on the beach, it can never win against the rising tide.
すまぬ金蔵。やっぱ相手が悪い。
ベアトリーチェ、感謝するぞ。恨み残りし私のためによくぞここまで戦ってくれた。
四季を悟ると走馬灯が見えるってのは本当らしいな。そなたの若かりし日々の面影を思い出してしまったぞ。腹が立つくらいバトラに似ておったな。
私の魂もそして当主の資格も今やすべてバトラが受け継いでおるわ。もはや何の未練もなし。
バトラ、すまぬ。そなたと再び戦おうと誓いながらこの程度で手じまいとは無念だ。
What? Witch Troll communicating? Is he responding to that? Or is this going to be something else that we're about to see? To Beato, it seems as though Battler had met her gaze. There's no way he could have. This Battler was the Peace Battler. There was no way he could see Beato in this high-level world. Basically... how did I get basically? I don't think I even looked for the word. However, his eyes really did meet hers. Even though they couldn't have, Beato was sure they did. Seriously, how did I get basically from that? Has Erika ever and the others closed in on Natsui, questioning her over and over? Only Battler stood apart from that tumult. His expression held none of the enthusiasm and excitement that the other humans had. Just piercingly and coldly surveyed the scene. Why address them as humans? That almost makes you sound like you're not human. The expression on his face was a quiet displeasure, anger. He wasn't feeling compassion for Natsui because her lie was about to be exposed. However, he couldn't excuse Erika, a self-proclaimed intellectual rapist, who simply enjoyed cornering Natsui and those who sympathized with her. Then he whispered softly.
ダメだな。
Oh. So the others definitely heard that.
バトラーはまさかこの劣勢をひっくり返せるというのか。
ありし日の私ならできただろうな。そしてバトラならできるであろうぞ。
But whatsoever for?
バトラ。
バトラよ。私より全てを受け継ぎし男であるならば、今こそその証を示せ。
Why?
黄金の魔女伝説をこんなところで終わらせるな。
This is not pivotal to the existence of the legend of the Golden Witch, this moment. It's not. It really isn't. Why?
私は昨夜確かにここでお父様に会いました。
How will he turn it around, I wonder?
確かにです。
In what manner?
そして後宮家の栄光ある歴史とそれを担う責任の重さについて。
Also consider that this game piece battle, at the moment at least, is still controlled by not Rika, Bernkastel.
もうその嘘は暴かれているんです、夏日さん。あなたが昨夜一人でこの部屋にいたことはもう分かってるんです。そろそろ諦めて告白に入ってもらえませんか？犯人の往生際の悪さとミステリーの出来の悪さは比例するんです。最後くらいこれがちょっとはマシな三流ミステリーだったことを証明してください。
What is this? Erika.
ああ、ダメだな。全然ダメだぜ。
Battler, who'd been silent off by himself up until he spoke, spoke. At first it sounded as though he was attacking Natsui. However, when Erika realized he was glaring directly at her, her expression visibly clouded with displeasure.
何がダメなんですか？
You! I'm pointing at you, you can't see, but I am pointing at you.
ミステリーが三流なら、その探偵も三流だな。
Yeah, there's no one more thing.
いいぜ。俺がじい様になってやるよ。
Yeah, maybe third-rate mysteries have what was it? Yeah, maybe third-rate mysteries have culprits who are bad at giving up, but you know, that's also because maybe the detective isn't doing a good enough job of making them confess.
バトラー。
あなたが金蔵さんに？まさか金蔵さんになってこの部屋からの失踪を再現してみせようって言うんですか？
How do you plan to do that?
まさか私のチェックメイトを否定されるというつもりで？
Not checkmate though. It's check.
バカな。
I mean, yeah, so the Beatrice one is a check that really doesn't have much impact. Erika's check at least has the impact of proving Natsui is a liar, and so he cannot be trusted. So that has more impact. That one... You are threatening more, but on the other hand, Kinzo's existence is not necessarily related to the murders. Even if you prove that she lied and Kinzo was already dead, that does not inherently mean that she is behind the murders. So, check at best.
この男は何を言ってるのですか?
Words. That's what he's saying, words. One after another.
新しく来たお嬢さん方ここのゲームは初めてか。悪いがその程度でチェックメイトって言っちまうようじゃ全然ダメだぞ。ああ、本当にダメだな。
Maybe I should have seen this coming with how much Beatrice was using Blue Truth and what's her name? There's too many versions. Rika, Erica, Bern Castell, Delano now using red, but it would be Battler joining the side that's using the Blue Truth, and that's the reason why they're using the Blue Truth.
どういうことだバトラー。お前が親父になるだと。
ああ、再現してやるぞ。俺がじい様になってこの部屋から消え去ってやる。
扉も窓もアウトやで。どうやって
隠し扉の場所が分かったんですか？
Nope.
私たちにはさっぱり。さっぱり。
Russell? That sound wasn't just the noise of the onlookers fidgeting. It was a provocative chill that ran up Erica's spine.
気に入りました。そうですね。あなたは当主の指輪を持つ後ろ宮家次期当主。金蔵さんの代役を務める資格は十分あるでしょう。見せてもらおうじゃないですか。あなたの推理。
Erica's expression was no longer a challenging smile. It was malicious. Overwhelmingly displeased. She couldn't conceal her anger at having this very pleasurable time of hers ruined. Ruined, I tell you.
どうやってここから藁を立つ？
読めたわ。
Oh.
なるほど、その手が残っておったか。
Straight through the front door.
今頃気づいたかクソじじい。
He gave her a report. He left out through the front door before. What's her name?
隠し扉だのベッドの下に隠れただの情けねえ話ばかりで泣けてくれ。
Before ever arrived.
俺たちは天下御免の後宮金蔵の話をしてるんだぜ。もう少し痛快かつ豪快な答えは出てこねえのかってんだ。
まったくだ。自らのこととはいえ、私にも思いつけなかったとは情けない。そして我が血族がこれだけ揃い、私を理解しているのが6年を経て帰ったバトラだけというのも情けない。バトラ、私の代役であるぞ。無様な真似は見せるな。
おうじじい、後宮家当主の貫禄ってやつを客どもに教えてやるぜ。
何をなさるおつもりですか、お父様。
Although if he'd already left, then I guess there's still her comment of Kinzo sleeping being a lie.
ナツキ、ベアトリーチェ、見ているがいい。後宮家当主とはどういうものか教えてやる。
バトラー、何をしてみせるつもりやら。
Indeed.
何もできるわけがないです。
But he will do something.
この部屋は完全な密室なんですから。
You've been shown to be fallible by the book thing discussion on whoever did most
夏彦さん
murders.
こっちへ来てくれ。そして今から話す通りに動いてくれ。
Battler called Natsui over to the window and whispered something to her with his back towards the others.
ミス・ドラノール、万が一はありませんよね。この部屋から金蔵と魔女を取り逃すようなことはありえませんよね。
無論です。ガートレイド、コーネリア、そして英死体。密室の封印は完璧か今一度確認するのです。
金兄、謹んで申し上げ奉る。我らの結界は完璧なりや。
金兄、隠し扉はなく、扉からも窓からも逃れることかなわず。英死体はバトラが結界を破りしとき、躊躇なく矢を放ちたまえ。
シエスタ隊、了解であります。バトラ様、お覚悟を。
この部屋から脱出なんて不可能です。でもあいつはやるに。
Yeah.
どうやって？根拠がなくてもやり遂げると確信できる。それが後ろ宮の当主ってもんに。
ですが見せてもらいましょうか。
ええ、リーチェの対戦相手の貫禄ってやつをね。
Okay, can the peanut gallery be quiet and let us actually see what's going on?
では始めるぜ。
Everyone nodded and watches Battler's every move.
じい様である俺はこうしてベッドで横になり、
Okay.
夏日おばさんの一日の報告とやらに相槌を打っていた。
Battler lay down on the bed himself. As if it still mattered now, Erica grumbled about disturbing the crime scene, but no one listened to her.
そして俺は返事をしなくなり眠った。まあどうせ長話に飽きて寝たふりでもしたんだろうぜ。
貴様は分かっておるわ。
私はお父様がお休みになったのを見届け、黙礼してから立ち去ります。
Natsui lowered her head to Battler, who was still lying down on the bed, and turned around. Then she started wandering around, as though doing an inspection of the room.
夏日おばさんはじい様の就寝を見届けた後、室内のチェックをしてから退出するそうだ。もちろんシャノンちゃんたちに毎日掃除をさせてるんだが、それでもおばさんは細かくチェックしているわけだ。埃が落ちてないかどうか、消耗品は切れてないかどうか。
はい、大切な当主様の部屋ですから、使用人任せにせず自らでも細かくチェックしています。これは必ず行っていることです。
そうです。奥様は普段からとても丁寧にチェックしています。
チェックは細かく、水場の消耗品一つ一つにまで及びます。
つまりよくテレビドラマで見るような窓辺の埃だけじゃねえ。水場の洗剤の残量やトイレのトイレットペーパーの残数さえ見て。
Ah. So while she's in there, Kinzo gets out and leaves before Ever arrives.
毎日でなくてもいいだろうに。まめなことさ。
それが日課です。一日たりとも当主様のお部屋のチェックに気の緩みがあってはなりません。
それが何だって言うんですか？もったいぶるのも大概にしてください。
Curious realize, I'm guessing?
もったいぶるのは探偵の特権でしょ。
Yep.
探偵はこの私。
こうして書斎にいればわかるだろうが、 書斎という名で呼んではいるが、ここはもはや屋敷の中に存在するセカンドハウスと言ってもいい。寝室があり、書斎があり、水場があり、トイレも風呂もある。つまり一つの部屋じゃない、一つの家と言っていい。
書斎内の構造説明感謝です。
Who are you and how did you get here?
しかしそのどこかに隠れるという手はすでに破られています。
隠れはしないさ。だが資格はいくらでもあるはずだ。例えば夏日おばさんがトイレットペーパーの数を調べにトイレに入ってる間、夏日おばさんから書斎のほぼ全ては資格となる。
So Kinsey could use that chance to leave.
つまり書斎のほぼ全域から観測者が消えたわけ。
金慶、書斎内に魔女の闇が充満せしこと申し上げ立てまつる。
よいぞ、闇の力が満ちてきた。
観測者が夏日がいなくなったからなんだと。
It's unless she lied, yeah. So it becomes that Natsui isn't lying, she's just not telling the actual truth of what happened. She's merely telling what she believes to be true.
それで
じいさまはようやく小うるさい夏日おばさんが姿を消したので起き上がる。
どうして
One of those lovely midnight strolls he
この
enjoys.
ような
apparently.
イカれた夜にイカれた天気の夜空をめでることに勝る酒の魚はないわ。
夏日おばさんがトイレという資格にいる以上、じいさまには書斎を自由に歩き回ることが可能になる。
It was possible for him to move without Natsui's knowledge. It was possible for him to move without contradicting what Natsui knew.
警告、バトラが書斎扉に接近するであります。
And he's doing it before
King
construction of the closed room.
書斎扉のロック解除時には騒音が鳴り響くものなりや。夏日に不審に思われずして扉より出ることかなわぬと知りたまえ。
Interesting. Oh, we have gone a bit over time already, so I will be ending it there for today. I hope you've all enjoyed. Let me know your feedback in the comments. I will read them when I get back in about a month. So, until about a month's time, see ya.